Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the session. We're just going to get started in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm just waiting for everyone to join in comfortably. Might take a couple of minutes though. Okay, so if you're in and if you're getting my audio and video, just give me a hello. Just give me a hello in the comments box if you're getting the audio and video. And others, in case you're watching this as a recording, please feel free to forward it by a minute or so. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Hi, Deep, Winil, Pushpinder, Dheeraj, Ravi, Harpreet, Imran. Just give me a hello on the box if you're in. Okay, wonderful. Hi, Rajender. Good to have you in class. Okay, so we're back with another guided newspaper practice class. The objective of these classes is to ensure that you improve your language from a fundamental level. Okay, so we will have three rounds of it. The first round will be a mixture of listening and reading. So I'm just going to be reading out the article for you. You just have to listen. At the same time, I'll also be explaining the meaning of different words. Try to use your eye and pick out groups of words. Instead of going very slow, try to pick out groups of words. Okay. The second round will be speaking. So I'll pick out a paragraph. We'll go very slow, copy the tone, stress, pronunciation. And finally, the last round will be about your opinion. So you will tell me what you think of it. And you will also give me sentences of the new words that we learned. All right. Okay. All the others who are in, hello, Akansha Reddy, Preet, Ananta, then Akshita. Hi, Harini. Good to have you in class. Shweta, Vishak. Welcome, everyone. Okay. So let's begin. Okay. Now, today's topic is around rebuilding the savings you lost to COVID-19. Okay. Hi, Mohan. Welcome. So basically, we are going to see talk about an article which says how you can get back the savings you lost. So a lot of us probably lost jobs and maybe pay cuts. So how do you deal with such situations? How do you get back to the pre-COVID era, at least financially? Okay, that's what this article is about. Let's see. Okay. Now, Kolkata-based R. Patak, 43, which means this is his age. Okay, so whenever you put a comma and you put a number, it means this is the person's age. Who works in the hospitality sector, saw a huge pay cut. What do you mean by pay cut? What do you mean by pay cut? Tell me. Amarjeet, Pooja, Shubhangi, Nupur, good. Utkarsh, Alekhya, Shivam, Neeraj. Tell me, what do you mean by the word pay cut? Saw a huge pay cut after the COVID-19 crisis broke out. Okay, and was forced to stop new investments and even dip into existing ones. Yeah, correct. Pay cut means a reduction in the salary. Okay, so a huge pay cut after the COVID-19 crisis broke out and was forced to stop new investments. So now he doesn't have the luxury of additional money that he can invest somewhere and even dip into existing ones, which means the investments that he had to now go to that and get that money out so that he can use it for his day-to-day expenses. So that was the situation. Okay, my children's fees alone make up a large chunk of my outgo. What do you mean by large chunk? What do you mean by large chunk? Chunk is basically a portion or a slice, okay, a section. Make up a large section of my outgo. What do you mean by outgo? The total expenses. Okay, I am also paying off a home loan, he said. Since neither the fees nor the home loan equated monthly installments or EMI could wait, Pathak had to use his emergency fund parked in bank fixed deposits, stop his systematic investment plans or called SIPs, and redeem his investments in two mutual funds. So are you getting what's happening? That he did not, because his salary got reduced, he did not have an option but to go into his emergency funds that he had kept separately. Okay, he said, no, I'm not going to invest in mutual funds anymore. I don't have that luxury. I need it for my day-to-day expense. Yes, clear everyone as to what's happening? Good, Nishank, Madhvi, Vipin. Good, Vaishnavi, correct. Good, Nupur. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go forward and see. Like Pathak, several people were forced to dip into their savings to pay bills and EMIs. Okay, the Union Labour Ministry informed Lok Sabha last month that employees had withdrawn a huge 39,400 crore from their employees' provident fund accounts between 25th March and 31st August. So see this word between is always followed up with and. So never say between 25th March to 31st August. A lot of people have this incorrect usage between X to Y. It is always between and. Okay, between 25th March and 31st August. Just write this for me so that you remember. Just write between X and Y. Just type it on the comment box between X and Y. That is the correct structure. Good, Sadhna, Pooja, Alekhya, Sadhna, good to have you in class. Yusra. Yeah, everyone? Okay. Now, let's proceed forward. Life insurance, postal savings, and mutual funds have also seen withdrawals. Okay, so people have been withdrawing money from these funds. Though difficult to quantify, even gold to an extent has been liquidated, but at all-time high prices. So what's happening? Usually people have jewelry at home, right? And they don't sell gold until it's an extreme emergency. But here we have seen that in this crisis, people have even sold their gold ornaments. So it is that difficult now. Okay, said Santosh Joseph, CEO and co-founder of this company. Okay, now next, let's keep going. An effective, okay, an effective strategy can help you stick to your most important financial goals and help you make up for what you have lost. Help you make up means help you recover what you have lost. Okay, so now let's see what is the suggestion. The first suggestion is save before spending. Okay, that is us. Usually the tendency is that you spend everything and then whatever is left, we end up saving it, right? But here the article says that you save first and then you try to spend. Okay, now see, a lot of people have opted. What do you mean by the word opted? Opted means taken that option off. Have opted to make lifestyle changes to meet expenses and continue their investments instead of liquidating their assets. Okay, what do you mean by lifestyle changes? It's like saying, hey, if I order food online every day, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to start cooking myself. Okay, lifestyle changes. Okay, the way you live your life, you're changing that itself. Okay, now the ideal option is to cut expenses to such an extent that there is no dent in the current investments. What do you mean by dent? What do you mean by dent? There's no change. Okay, a small change. Usually, when we say there is a dent in my car, what do you mean by that? A little change in the structure of the car, right? Maybe because of a small hit, there is a little change. Okay. So the ideal option, what is the perfect situation? To cut expenses to such an extent that you don't spend anything, that there is no dent in the current investments, that you don't have to change what you are investing, what you're saving eventually. But don't stop EMI payments. So if you've taken a loan, you should not stop the EMI payment. Why? Because then the interests keep going up. Okay. Now, in short, ensure that you make lifestyle changes first before tinkering with your investments as far as possible. What do you mean by the word tinkering? What do you mean by tinkering? Good. Harpreet, Ravi, Pravalika, Akshita, Madhvi, Pooja, others, Vipin. Yeah. Tinkering, again, very similar. Yes. Tinkering also means to try to change something, but in a casual way. Okay. It's not in a very serious way. So if I say that I was tinkering with my mic to see how I can make it better, for example, it means that I don't know much about it. I'm not a technical person. So I'm just trying to see how I can make it better. If I maybe, make this a little cleaner, maybe then the voice will be better. Okay. Random example. So that's called tinkering. So this particular sentence says that in short, you make your lifestyle changes first before touching or playing around with your investments as far as possible. Okay. Most of my clients have taken a pay cut in the range of 15 to 25% salary drop. However, since monthly expenses too have gone down by around 20% in most cases, and clients realize the importance of savings, they have managed to stay afloat by tightening their belts and deferring non essential expenses. Do you understand? So basically it says that so salaries have gone down, but monthly expenses have also gone down, and clients now realize the importance of saving. Now you need money for any emergency, right? So with that mentality, they have managed to stay afloat. Afloat means not sinking, by staying in the floating situation. By tightening their belts, it means that to tighten their lifestyle. Okay, so just to be cut down any additional frivolous expenses, just take care of whatever is required. Absolutely. And deferring non-essential means, say for example, you want to buy a home theater. Okay, you defer that. You say not now, maybe a year later when the situation improves. So you defer it, you postpone it. Okay. Yes, clear everyone with what's going on? Just give me a clear on the box if you first understood the point of savings. Okay, how you save first and then you spend. Good Vipin. Very good. Okay, good Vignesh, Dheeraj, Utkarsh. Good to have you in class. Okay, next. Deal with debt. Okay, it is not debt, it is debt. DET. Just say debt. Okay, B is silent. Deal with debt. What do you mean by debt? Debt is basically the liabilities of yours. Okay, whatever loans you have that you have to pay regularly, that's called debt. Now, it's also important to deal with your liabilities, whatever causes outflow of your cash. Okay, and not let any new debt creep in. So this is not the time to take another loan, okay, where you have to again keep paying out money. So that's what the article says. Some people have moved back to their hometowns looking for lower living costs or to avoid debt. I'm pretty sure some of you in this class as well have moved to your cities, right? Have moved to your hometown so that you can now work from your home itself, from your hometown itself. Okay, so that also saves money. Okay, lower living costs, you don't have to rent a place or to avoid debt. Shweta Jain, co-founder, blah, 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 a financial investing firm, relates the experience of a professional in her 30s. So what happened? Another lady, she moved back from Bengaluru to Delhi to live with her parents as she lost her job and wasn't sure when she would find another. So what she said, okay, my job is gone. I'm going to move from Bangalore to Delhi now. I'm going to stay with my parents and then I'll see. I will not continue to live in Bangalore so that I keep paying my rent. Okay. But what about those already in debt? What if you already have a loan? The ideal approach will be to cut expenses, like discussed earlier, save more incrementally. What do you mean by save more incrementally? Save more step by step. Okay, so you have 500 rupees that you can save this month, good enough, save it. Next month, 5,000 rupees, save it. Okay, step by step. Okay, save more incrementally and maybe even refinance some high cost loans or just close them. Now, what do you mean by this? Okay, what do you mean by refinance some high cost loans? It means that maybe discuss with the bank to see if you can get a longer tenure. If you can see, discuss with the bank to see if you can get a lower interest rate, or just close them. Close them means if you have savings, if you have something that you can sell and then close the loan, do that. Close the loan first is what it's saying. Okay, hi Pallavi, Ajanta, Sneha, good to have all of you, Tina. Now, you may choose to liquidate your employee stock options. Okay, what do you mean by liquidate? Convert it to money. Okay, you may choose to liquidate your employee stock options, borrow money from parents, take loans on existing assets, and look for ways to reduce rent. So these are the different ways by which you can do it. Okay, now let's do one more paragraph and then we'll go to the other exercises. On the face of it, what do you mean by on the face of it? On face value. Okay, so like how it looks like from a superficial level, settling liabilities using your assets may seem like you're depleting your savings, but it will help your net worth in the long term. So what does this mean? So if you already have a loan, this article suggests that if you have some asset, like say if you have an apartment or on your name, sell that but repay your loan. That is what this article is saying on face value. So if you hear that for the first time, you feel that that's not a very good idea. You're selling off your asset to pay a loan back. Is that a good idea? I don't think so. That's what it looks like. But hey, it will help your net worth in the long term. So you're closing your loan today itself. You can then improve your net worth. Net worth is the value of your assets and liabilities. Okay, assets minus liabilities, something of that sort. Okay, not a finance guy. All right, now I suggested one of my clients to withdraw his EPF, that is your provident fund, to prepay the hefty home loan. So take it from your PF and pay your home loan, as both he and his wife were fearing job loss. Okay. Now, I also stopped their SIPs for their retirement, which is 10 years away. Okay, so that they could increase their EMI. Yeah, so SIPs means payment to mutual funds. So This particular person said that I'm going to stop their SIPs, okay, because they were doing it for their retirement. It's 10 years away. No point planning about it right from today. Okay, why? So that they could increase their EMI and pay off their loans. This will ensure that their home loan tenure is reduced. Okay, last one. Consider factors like costs and taxation before you liquidate an asset or make a partial withdrawal. Now, you might think, hey, I have a deposit in my bank. Let me break it and let me pay the loan. But when you do that, there can be some tax liabilities, right? Maybe you have to pay more tax too. So be careful. Think about that first before making a decision. Okay. Now, we'll stop here. We'll do the other rounds. Now, tell me, did you all understand first? I know that this is maybe a little technical, but pretty relevant to our day-to-day lives as well. Maybe we can take some idea. Now tell me, first, did you understand? Just type yes if you understood it to a large extent as to what this article is trying to say. It says save first, spend later, make lifestyle changes. Not pleasant, of course, but something that you have to do. Next, it says if you have loans, if you have debt, focus on that, pay that away. Don't have it on your balance sheet. Yeah. Okay. Good. Swati, Vaisak, Neelam, Vishak. Sorry. Yeah. Pooja, Dheeraj, Pooja, Mumbai. Good job. Good job. Okay. Okay. So now what we are going to do is I want you to express your opinion. Okay. What do you think about it? What do you think? Is this a good idea? Should we focus more on the savings? Should we focus on paying back the debt? Or do you have some other ideas? Tell me, what is your opinion? Now you can tell me anything you wish. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule that this is what you need to say, and nobody is going to have a debate on you about that. The idea is just to see how you are expressing your thoughts to words. I know that your opinion can be a little hazy in your mind. Okay, but I want you to elaborate it. Good, Vipin. Very good. Good, Ravi. So Ravi says yes, it's a good idea. It definitely sounds like a good plan to save money now. Sijo says yes, better to pay back the loan. You can also share any ideas or thoughts you have about it. Okay, or some important life lesson you learned. So maybe you can say that I did not save earlier in the past, so I faced some hardships during the initial phases of the lockdown. But now that I've learned that lesson, I'm very careful about saving money. Gayatri, okay. Pallavi, save money. Elaborate it, Pallavi, a little more. Good. Swati says selling assets on the spot to prepay the loan is not a good plan, I guess. Good. You can invest in mutual funds, share market, Vipin. Okay. Good. Nishank says management of funds is not a cakewalk. One needs to take extra precaution. Mohan says these tips are need of the hour, most relevant. Yes. Good. Good. Very nice. Okay. Sounds good. Good. Neeraj. We should focus on savings. Absolutely. Good. Savya, it is good to pay back debt as soon as possible. This decreases the interest which has to be paid back. Very nice. Rahul, what does Rahul say? Saving helps us in financial crisis. So one must be very nice. Harini, I think saving money before spending is a good option. Good. Nikhil, I think it depends on the job security as well. Good, valid point. See, that is a different perspective now that Nikhil has said. Okay, depends on the job security. So if you're in a very secure job, say for example, you're working with Zoom, okay, and everyone's using Zoom calls, right? So if you're working with Zoom, your job is not going to go anywhere, right? So then you don't have to worry. Your situation is just like how it was previously, right? But say if you're in the manufacturing setup and say factories are not allowed to open up yet, then it's going to be a problem for you, right? So that's how. Okay, good, good, everyone. Okay, so now we are going to do a reading exercise, but we are going to take a new paragraph, okay, so that it again helps you to kind of understand the whole thing, and at the same time you're also doing speaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 2 to 3 words at a time. All you have to do is read loudly with me and copy the stress, the tone, the pronunciation. Okay, no rocket science, pretty easy, but you're not going to do it in a dull, monotonous way. You're not going to say Pathak is finding it difficult to accept. You're not going to do that. You're going to vary your tone. You're going to say Pathak is finding it difficult to accept how much Okay, a little bit like that. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let's start. Good, Amarjeet, Neelam, Pooja, Shweta, Sana. Good. Okay, let's begin. Pathak is finding it difficult to accept how much he has regressed on his path to saving and investing for his future goals. Keep repeating after me. Liquidating the funds helped me tide over, helped me tide over the worst of the financial crunch. But now I am worried that the goals I was saving for will suffer. Keep repeating after me. I'm going to do it one more time. Liquidating the funds helped me tide over the worst of the financial crunch. Punch worst. Tide over the worst of the financial crunch. But now I am worried that the goals I was saving for will suffer. Okay? Now, but deferring or scaling down some of the goals, sorry, but deferring or scaling down some of the goals to realistic levels may actually help you, may actually help you stick with your overall plan. Voice down at the end, stick with your overall plan. Wherever possible, defer your goals by 8 to 12 months. For example, delay retiring, sabbatical, repeat, higher studies, starting a family or starting an enterprise, and reduce marriage expenses. Yeah, all of you doing it with me, just type yes if you're doing it with me. Of course, I can't come and check, but are you doing it? Good, Gia. Good sentence. Okay, okay. Let's do one more paragraph and then we'll go to another round of writing. Now, people are indeed scaling down goals. Okay, what do you mean by scaling down? They're kind of reducing the ambition. People are indeed scaling down goals like early retirement. So people say, hey, I'm going to retire at 40. They say, no, I'm going to work for some more time now. People are indeed scaling down goals like early retirement. Okay. Data from Bank Bazaar's recent report, titled Bank Bazaar Savings Quotient, showed that for those between the ages of 35 and 45, for those between the ages of 35 and 45, the expected retirement age went up from 57.4 last year to 58 years. Okay, so what's happening? Can you see that people were planning to retire early? Okay, but now people said, hey, let me work for some more time. Let me earn a little more. So that's what's happening here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very good. All of you. Lots of students have said yes. Very nice. Good to know. Okay. And lots of new students as well, I see in class today. So all those who are new, who are attending these classes for the first time, do hit the subscribe button, do hit the bell icon as well, so that you get the alert for tomorrow. Okay. And we'll go live every day at 11 a.m. Okay. Wonderful. All right. So now what we'll do is we will create some sentences out of some of the new words that we learned. Okay. But before that, tell me out of these maybe, did you punch up any particular word? Did you punch up? So for example, I said may actually help you stick with your overall plan. So this is the one word I punched up. Similarly, did you punch up a particular word by yourself? You felt, hey, this is very important. Let me punch it up a little. Let me give that word some additional stress. Did you do that? Tell me. Okay. Scaling down, defer, sabbatical, realistic level, delay retiring. Good. Indeed, hefty goals. Sabbatical means a break in work. Okay. Goals. What else? What else? Yeah. So I think now you're getting an idea of how to punch it up, right? I hope you didn't punch every word. That is not required. Overall, your speech is going to be flat, and then in important parts, your voice is going to go up, and in certain serious aspects, your voice is going to be a bit low and a little serious of sorts. Okay, so that's how you're going to play around. Okay, Mohan, you punched the word plan, overall plan. Good, Mohan, that's a nice idea. Very nice, very nice. So I think now you're getting a feel of things, right? Okay, okay. So next, what we'll do is let's plan to write certain sentences. Let's go up to the top. Okay, okay. So let us start with. I have something in mind. There was an interesting word. Yeah, this one. Tinkering. Yes, indeed means kind of really. It is used as an intensifier. Okay. It is indeed important. It is really important. Like that. Good, Gia. You punched up the word overall. Good. Okay. So let us frame sentences with tinkering. Now, tinkering means to try and improve something, okay, but not done in a very serious way, in a casual way. So I have a pen in mind. I have a pen in my hand and say it's not writing properly. Okay, so I'll say I'm tinkering with this pen to see how I can make it better. Okay, so I'm seeing whether the refill, is there a problem with the refill? Oh, the refill is empty. Okay, so that's why it's not writing properly. Okay, so I'm tinkering with the pen. Okay, similarly, give me other sentences with tinkering. Tinkering means to play around and try to improve something, but done in a casual way. Okay, tinkering, nice word to use. Everyone, good, Neelam. I'm tinkering to do. No, so Neelam, you're saying I'm planning to do. It's not plan. Okay, it's actually an activity that involves trying to improve something casually. Yeah, so Nikhil, good. I benefited a lot by tinkering with my sleep schedule. Works. Tinkering the car door, Mohan, works. I'm tinkering my daily routine, works, Nupur. Others. Ravi, I was really concerned to tinker. Doesn't fit exactly, Ravi. Try another one. Nishank, he kept tinkering. Okay, so you're saying he was fiddling. Okay, so Nishank, you're saying fiddling means just being fidgety and kind of just using something, but tinkering is actually trying to improve something. Okay, but done casually, but still trying to improve. Gurjot, I was tinkering to cook. Say tinkering with. Okay, I had to tinker my mouse. Okay, I was tinkering with my mouse. Very good, very good, very good. Excellent, excellent. Vizag, good. Vishak, right? Sorry. Okay, Rajvi, good. Good one, Rajvi. Puja, good. Balakrishnan, Harini, the car needs some tinkering as there is a huge. Very good, Harini, very nice. Okay, okay, sounds good, sounds good. All right, so let's now go to the next one. Let's do this one. Defer. Defer means to postpone something. Okay, defer. But it does not mean cancel. It means defer, to postpone. Okay, it's not cancel. My friends and I had planned to go to Goa this month, but we deferred it to December. What does it mean? We postponed it to December. Okay, defer. Very easy word, can be used in several instances, many situations. Good, Nishank, nice one. I tinkered with my old radio, very nice. Good. Others, I asked my banker to defer. Good. I need to defer my IELTS exam. Good. Sumitra, I'm tinkering with this topic. Good, Sumitra. DEFER. Okay, be careful with the spelling. Don't put a double F. And when you want to use it in past form, it's DEFERRED. Past form, past participle form, deferred. Yeah, I have deferred all my SIPs. Good, Ravi. Relevant. Despite the pay cut, I decided not to defer my EMI. Very good, Mohan. Nice one. Good, lean core. I'm deferring my IELTS exam. Good, defer. Good. I deferred my plan to study abroad by 3 months. Good, Swati. What does Deepthi say? I deferred my payment of credit card. Good. I deferred to purchase. I deferred to, you say, I deferred what? I deferred the purchase of. Okay. Good, Neelam. Very good. Relevant one, Neelam. Madhvi, my sister deferred her travel plan. Very nice. All of you are picking up this word nicely. You, I think, understood the meaning clearly. Good, Shipra. My partner's idea always defer. No, this is not defer. This is defer. Defer means to postpone something. Differ is to not agree on something. Okay, they are different. Be careful. No poor good, but little spelling mistake. DEFERRED. Okay, fine. Now let's move on to another one. Which word shall I give you guys next? Okay. All right. So maybe, yeah, let us do this one. Very nice one. Tide over. Tide over means to survive in some kind of difficulty. Tide over means think about a stream of water. Okay, below the water, obviously, it's dangerous for you. Okay, but you're tiding over it. Okay, so you're floated over it carefully. Okay, so that's called tide over. To overcome a problem momentarily. Okay, tide over. And in many cases it is used in monetary situations as well. Okay, I could tide over the time when I did not have a job. Okay, I could tide over because my friend helped me. Random example. Okay, because of my friend's help I could tide over the difficult time when I did not have a job. Okay, so maybe my friend gave me some money. Okay, and because of that I could survive that situation. Tell me. You can also say tide you over, tide me over. It'll help me. It'll help tide me over. Okay. Do you want some money? I think it'll help tide you over during these difficult times. Okay. I mean, survive in these difficult times. Stuff like that. Good, Pallavi. Very good. Pallavi Mehra. Good. Sadhna, my grandmother, tide over her quarantine. Tide her quarantine over. Okay. It's not TIED, Vipin. It's TIDE. Tide. Okay. Think of the tide of the oceans. That one. Very good, good lead. My parents helped me tide over the bad decisions that I took. Very nice. Now it's not TIED. A lot of you are saying TIED. It is not that one. It is TIDE. Think of the tide of the oceans, right? Waves and tides. It is that spelling. Yeah. It is difficult to tide over the financial crisis. Very good, Harini. Excellent. Gagandeep, I tide over. You will say I could tide over. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So that brings us to the end of the session. Very nice, interesting session about personal savings. Probably very relevant to a lot of people here as well. And then we did good 3 rounds, listening and reading to start with, and then a little bit of speaking, a little bit of opinion expression, and finally writing as well. Okay, so that brings us to the close of the session. Some quick announcements before we close, and this is for all the others. For the fast track students, of course, the regular week keeps running, and for all the others, all the free students who are in class and who want to know about the fast track program and who want to get it, I will tell you about it. I'll give you the form as well. All those interested can fill it up. Not for the existing ones though. I see, in this chat window itself, Sadhna, Balkrishnan, Ajanta, Rajender as well, right? Many of you already part of it. So this is not for you. Okay, and Pallavi. So all those can leave if you want to. All the existing members, if you want to leave, completely okay. For the new students, if you want to know more about the fast track program, here it is. To tell you very quickly in 30 seconds, This program has all the learning features. Number one, you have recorded lessons on the app: listening, reading, writing, speaking, grammar, vocab, pronunciation. The syllabus can also be checked inside the app when you go into the store tab. Next, you have your daily life classes. Monday to Friday, you have classes happening from 7:30 to 8:30 for practice, and then on Saturdays and Sundays 8 to 10 p.m. for concepts. Finally, you will have this mock test. You will have 10 full-length mock tests, which are evaluated in detail. You get a report as well once you submit the score. For speaking, you get your recording. And finally, you have unlimited doubt clearance. So inside the app, there is a chat option. You can ask as many doubts, questions, concerns, and we keep helping out. Okay. So this is the link of that form. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all those on the comments box. Saurabh, Sadhna, Utkarsh, Alekhya, Pooja, Shravya, Janta, Pallavi. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now here is the link to that form. When you click and fill up that form, you will be able to get this. All you have to do is fill it up. A counselor will call you. You can have a discussion on it. You can ask all your doubts, queries, concerns about the program, if any, and then you can get it. And so the counselor will help you on how you should enroll and what would be the discounted fee for you and all that. Okay. All right. On that note, thank you everyone for joining in. It was a pleasure to be taking this class. I'll see you in the next class. Until then, bye bye. Yeah. Thank you, Neelam. Bye bye. Bye bye, Vignesh, Vishak.